Hello everybody, welcome back to my model train reviews and everything. We got a beautiful new locomotive you are looking at in this box. This is the Bachmann Spectrum DCC Sound on Board 440 American Standard Type Steam Locomotive. This is Seaboard Airline number 106. And I will tell you, this is one beautiful locomotive. Now before I unbox this thing, I just want to tell you that compared this locomotive to my other Bachmann sound value locomotives, I've just been informed that since this is a Bachmann Spectrum locomotive, that this engine would have, well, a lot more sound than any other of my Bachmann sound value trains, so I think you're really going to enjoy this. So, without further ado, let's get this thing out of the box. So the packaging on this is a lot more different than all my other engines, where they're very skinny. So yeah, you can see this package is almost, well, the shape of a shoebox. Kind of like how I get the Broadway Limited engines. So, just gotta lift this up like this. Then we pull this out over here. And then right here on the bottom, you got a plastic bag right here full of all the paperwork that would come with any of your locomotives, like your limited 1-year warranty, your exploded parts diagram, and everything else. So, think that'll just about cover it, but time to get the star of the show up, which would be SAL number 106. So, gotta pop this sleeve out. Open this tab up, and in this compartment there are a few extra accessories. These are just a few extra parts for your locomotive, and these are some extra bogies for your tender and also the pilot wheel on the front of the locomotive. And on this side I see like ashes and don't know what the heck is in there, but all these accessories, better to be safe than sorry. So, gonna get this engine out now. So, another difference you can see is that the engine and tender are coming out separately rather than together. So you see on the tender you got some wires that you gotta connect to your locomotive. So, gonna set it down on the track, and that'll be the unboxing. So, gonna move this stuff out of the way before we get to the review. Okay, so with the locomotive out of the box and on the track, as you can see, like I've shown you in the unboxing, is that when you're gonna connect the locomotive and tender, they're connected with these two plugs and everything that plug into the locomotive, and a closer look reveals a drawbar that connects to a pin on the tender. So, let's get this hooked up. Okay, time to get on with the reviewing of this absolutely gorgeous locomotive. So, one thing to tell you, another difference I found out between this locomotive and the other Bachmann sound value trains I have is that with this being a Bachmann Spectrum steam engine, if you're able to feel here, this entire boiler jacket from the top of the cab and even the tender and everything is actually made out of die-cast metal. All of that, except for the smoke box, that's still made of plastic. And that's another difference I forgot to point out. So, difference between this and the other Bachmann DCC sound value engines is that this one's made of metal, the others are made of plastic. Another difference is that this one's got more sound while the others don't. So, let's go over the amazing looks we got on this beautiful engine. So this up front, I believe, is a Katy coupler for if you're going to pull the engine in reverse. Pull a train in reverse. And you got a beautiful white stripe on the cow catcher. Beautiful number plate. Marker lights. Your headlight. your smokestack, the sand dome, steam dome. And if you look at these strings and everything leading to the whistle and bell, if you're able to notice, these actually are strings and not plastic at all. Because some of them can be made of plastic and everything, but definitely not this one. So, it's just absolutely gorgeous. You've also got a white stripe running the length of the crew running board. Beautiful grab irons and piping detail along the side of the boiler. Those are air pumps provided for the brakes and everything. So, looking down a little bit more, right by this piston, you got the sanding pipe that comes right from that seam dome. And it puts sand right on the rail. That way, in case it gets a little bit slippery, creates a little friction. Another close-up of the wheels reveals a brake shoe, which is located right here. This is called a brake shoe. This is what helps to slow the engine down and everything. Moving our way towards the back of the engine, towards the cab. Right under there, there's some more piping detail. You're probably wondering what that is. That's a deck plate that would help the firemen get the coal from the tender and everything, but unfortunately the deck plate is molded into that position. And that's a cab vent that's also molded and stationary into that position, so don't even attempt to try to close that thing, because that will break very, very easily. And also, since this is a Bachmann Spectrum engine, unlike my other Bachmann engines, we all know those don't have any pre-installed cab figures, but this one definitely does. So, just activated a flashlight so y'all can see beautifully inside. If you're able to look closely, we got an engineer figure touching the throttle lever as if he's going to drive the train and everything. And then you can see the fireman off to the right doing his job and everything, putting water in the boiler and everything. So, other than that, I enjoy how beautifully crisp in color this engine is. Almost a little bit equivalent to the locomotives of 4501 and 630. Because as you're seeing on the cab, you've got the number 106 SAL Railway Company, and then big number 106 on the tender. Beautiful pile of coal, water hatch. This is moving towards the back of the tender, where you got a crew access ladder. You got the 106 back there again, and a non-functional rear tender mounted headlight, and a Katy coupler for hooking up the trains. And here's another movable coupler cut lever right here. So there you have it for my up close views and everything. So the next part of this video will be all the sound functions.